I'm actually originally from the States. I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah. Moved to British Columbia when I was about 10. And I've always kind of been interested in design and art and computers and stuff. In high school, I really started to take an interest in graphic design. I worked with our school paper and did all the layout for that stuff. Ended up getting a job right out of high school as a junior designer, which was awesome. Spent about 2 years doing that. Finally went back to school, figured it was time to build my skill set a little. At the end of that time, we all kind of needed to create a resume, right? Just to get our name out to potential employers. And I had started brewing beer around that time. And I figured, why not put the two together, because designers love beer, and I just figured the target audience would really kind of love that idea. So I handed about 4 of them out and got offers from a few of the places, and then ultimately just ended up accepting the job where I currently am now with Tectone, who I was contracted for. So.
What kind of beer did you actually brew?
I did a blonde ale, so it was a fairly smooth beer. It was about 6.9% alcohol, so I can't trace it back to where it kind of took off originally. There's been so much media attention the last week. The other day, and I started seeing a lot of mentions popping up from smaller design blogs, and I thought, hey, that's cool. And, I've had on-air interviews with Fox News, and I was featured on CNN and stuff. So it's just been unreal the last couple days. I was actually fearing for my site because I just pay for the cheap hosting, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive all these page views and stuff. It just I was looking at the Google Analytics, and it was kind of like straight line, and then just spiked right up over the last week. So it's definitely pretty crazy. This is definitely the first time I've ever done something like this. I don't think originally when I was looking for jobs, I was still new into the design world and just hadn't really opened my mind to those creative possibilities. I always thought that you needed to be professional and your standard paper resume was what would cut it, but I realized in the design world you need to stand out and you need to create something that's not just going to get thrown into a pile with a bunch of other resumes. So definitely makes it hard to throw a bunch of beer bottles aside. I think it came down to about $6 or $7 per resume. So it's definitely not something that I would want to mass produce and just give to everyone. I definitely looked at where I really wanted to work and the companies that I really enjoyed their work, and so that's why I only ended up creating about 4 of them.
14, 21 bucks, somewhere in there, a couple of job offers. Not a bad turnaround.
Yeah, it pays for itself, right? So.
How sweet did that beer taste on your own after you had secured the job?
It definitely tasted better. Yeah, it was. I had quite a few left over, so we celebrated, and they're all gone now, unfortunately. But